Hey everyone, welcome to Judging for the Win. I'm Dave, and this is my daily ruling. Since we started out MKM week with a question involving the most important card in the set, I thought it was fitting to close it out with an unprecedented second video about this amazing card. So, can you block Pompous Gadabout with a creature token? And this is actually a really good question, because tokens do not have any characteristics except for the ones that are defined by the effects that created them. So, for instance, the tokens from this Forbidden Orchard are not artifacts, even though they're colorless, because the effect doesn't say that they are. Now, a permanent's name is one of its characteristics, and in fact, you might already know that there certainly are tokens that say what their name is, which, when taken with that first point, seems to indicate that if the effect didn't specify a name, the token just wouldn't have one. And that's exactly how it would work if we did not have this rule here. It defines a token's name as being equal to its subtypes plus the word token, if the effect creating the token doesn't specify something else. If you're wondering why we have to add the word token in there, I made a whole episode where I talked about that, so you can check that out if you're interested. For now, let's reflect on the consequences as they pertain to the original question. It's actually really hard to have a token with no name. The only ways that I could think about doing that would be if the effect creating the token specifically said the token had no name, which I'm not sure if there's ever been any effects like that, or else more likely if the token was a copy of something that didn't have a name, since the name is one of the characteristics that gets copied when you copy a permanent. Guess Pompous Gadabout is just going to have to stick to doing what it does best, cutting through a board clogged with a bunch of face-down creatures. Astute viewers may have noticed another consequence of how tokens are named, which is that in most cases, the name is totally dependent on the creature type. For example, this beast and this beast are completely different, but their creature types are the same. So if you had both of them out and you played this audience with Tristani, then those two beasts would not count separately. On the other hand, this beast and this Phyrexian beast are completely different, so both of them would contribute towards the number of cards you would get to draw. Finally, one last thing is that when you're comparing the name, you look at the whole name, including any epithets. So this Voja Fenstalker is different from this Vaja Friend to Elves, and they're both different from the OV, just Voya. If you had all three, then all three different names would count as far as Audience with Tristani is concerned. By the way, the legend rule works exactly the same way, which is what allowed all three of them to be on the battlefield together in the first place. Actually, that's got the makings of a really cool commander deck, with an obvious choice for the general. And that's all I have for you today. How did you do? Join me again next time for another daily ruling. Until then, I hope you have a great day.